Hello everyone, how are you? JE here on Awakening Dawn. This also may be shared on my second channel, Essence of Love. So in the event that it is, welcome everyone. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Everyone, I appreciate you for tuning in. So this is not going to be a quick reading, but it is important to me to do it. Even though I'm not an astrologer, I am a reader, I'm a spiritualist. I feel that I have a great deal of intuition as well as ability to, I'm just very intuitive, I could say. I'm very intuitive, and I'm grateful for the gift that God has given me, and I'm also grateful for the gifts to come. Okay. Make sure you check out the description box. I don't want to babble too much on these videos because I have 4 that I want to record because we're going into a few different retrogrades. Venus is 1, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn, and all around the same time. Okay. And I feel like what's going on in the world right now with this COVID-19, this coronavirus pandemic, trying to move on from this pandemic and get back into a new norm or a new day-to-day, it's going to be somewhat challenging. And to trying to shift out of that energy and get back, and we're still in that energy, we're still in that energy, and trying to get back into some type of normalcy, and then to go into retrogrades, that's a lot of energy to be dealing with in the first half of the year when you think about it, right? So I'm not an astrologer as to tell you where the stars are sitting and the degrees of the stars and all of that. That's not my thing. But I want to read the cards and the energy around this retrograde. So this is Venus going retrograde, May 13th until June 25th. So when you talk about the planet Venus, Venus rules relationships, how one relates to one another. It also is the element of beauty and art, creativity, pleasure, how one desires you and how you desire them, how we relate to one regarding the element of love, what's settling, what have we settled for, what have we not looked at in the element of love. Okay. The signs that Venus rules is the Taurus to me, and the Virgos to me, and the Libras to me. So those are the 3 signs. Not saying that is the law, the gospel, so to speak, but to me, when I look at the sign of when I look at the planet Venus, it is ruled by Libras to me, and the Virgos, as well as the I'm trying to find the card. Bear with me one moment, because at Libra. Okay, but I want to find the Empress card in this one deck. So I want to find the Empress card in this one deck. Spirit said find that card. So I'm going to find it. Give me 1 second. You just have to go with the flow sometimes, right? So let's go with the flow. Here she is. Okay, so this is her. So she's beautiful. She's creative. When you think about Venus and you think about how beautiful one is, you think about this beautiful person, how she is Mother Earth to me. She's a creator. She's one that, when you think about love, when you think about the arts, when you think about relationships, when you think about a lot of things, you think about the Empress, the one that is the creator of love, the one that is the creator of art. She's a creator of many things, but that's what when I want to put a picture, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put a picture to what I'm saying for you, so you can have that visual. Sometimes you can listen to someone, but you need the visual, right? So yeah, we're going into this Venus is going retrograde on the 13th of May. Also, Jupiter will be going retrograde the 14th of May. And then you have Saturn going retrograde the 11th of May. And you have Pluto going retrograde the 25th of April. I thought it was Venus going retrograde this month, but it was Pluto. So anyway, I have these videos that I'm trying to get out around the energy, very quick video. So we're just going to see what comes up around this energy. So when you think about retrogrades, you think about retro. Now, when you think about retro, it could be retroactive, what's owed to you, what's due to you, what you are entitled to, what you may not have gotten before, and now you're going back to get it, right? Hello. So like something that didn't work out, something that did not manifest for you in a relationship, or how you related to someone, and maybe you're going back to fix it. Maybe you're going back to make things right. Maybe if someone wasn't right to you in a relationship, now this is your opportunity, your time to go and say, hey, we need to do this a little differently. We've been doing it this way for a long time. Let's do it differently. Especially coming out of this, trying to move on from this pandemic. We cannot live life the same going through this global experience. The whole world is changing. What's changing in the world is changing. And if things aren't right with the people that are close to you, this is the time to make it right. Okay? I see a funky delay and I don't like it, so I'm sorry in advance if it's happening to you. Okay? Your love oracle message to take in this Venus retrograde, it says, let things come and go. Stay calm. Let things come and go. Stay calm. Don't let anything disturb your peace, and carry on. Right? So it's almost like you need to reevaluate your relationships, your partnerships, whether this is partner to partner, personal, like your wife, spouse, husband, wife, husband, whatever, mother to child, co-worker to employee, your relationships, right? How you relate to one, how one relates to you. How has that worked out for you thus far, Zodiac? How has that worked out for you thus far? This is a time for you to self-reflect. Go back during this time, during May 13th through the June 25th to get it right, to fix it. Okay? I'm dealing with two different energies here, I feel. So one energy I'm dealing with is there are some of you that will detach. You will come to a realization that it's just not working out for you. You know, you're detaching yourself from old patterns, ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. It's like sometimes you know how you're with someone and you're just with them because you're status quo. But I feel like that's going to shift, that's going to change during this retrograde. Like for some of you, you're going to realize, as it says, let things come, let things go. And some of you are at a season in your life where you feel like, okay, this is the time I need to release myself out of this because it's not going anywhere. I don't feel true love with this situation. I don't feel validated. I don't feel like we're really moving forward in a healthy situation with this situation. Now, some of you are attracted to your person. You're very attracted to them, but are you in love with them? Right? Is it going somewhere? Does it have substance? Right? So some of you may be reevaluating that. And the other group, you realize that you are committed to this person. They're committed to you. It says your reability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion, consistency of being. This person means a great deal to you. So you may, in this retrograde, you may realize the importance of this person. You may realize the importance of this person. And some of you, you may decide to go the extra mile and make a stronger investment into your relationship at this time. Like maybe I've been messing around and doing some stuff and making things harsh for my person, but now is the time I want to make it right for my person. Now is the time I want to do right. Time is short, life is short, and it's time for me to do right. I want peace in my marriage. I want peace in my relationships. I want to treat people fairly so they can treat me fairly. So again, it's about reevaluating relationships, how you relate to one and how one relates to you. Okay. So in the recent past, you have the Six of Wands. Okay, so this talks about what we need to focus on as what we need to go back and redo, reevaluate, realign what we're going back to get in terms of the element of love. Some of you lost power in love. When you think about the wands, you think about power, you think about passion. So some of you may be restoring the passion. You may realize you want to restore the love, the intimacy, the passion with your person. Some of you may realize this, what you used to believe in and build in your person. You've lost that and you're trying to go back and get that back with you in your person. The value of your relationship. You're going back to fix that. Okay. I'm also feeling like for some of you, recent past, you're going back to say, okay, you've taken a lot from me. And now it's time for me to go. The Six of Wands. I don't feel with the Six of Wands talk about victory. It talks about recognition. It talks about winning a battle, right? And maybe some of you may have felt like you've lost the battle, and now this is the time you may release yourself out of that. Okay. Crowning your spread is the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles talks about trying to stabilize yourself, and some of you may be trying to stabilize your love life after this pandemic, after this situation, after this global crisis. You may be saying, okay, this is a time I need to see what's important to me with this person. What's important to me? Should I stay with this person? Should I get out of this relationship? Because some of you may feel like, either I haven't been putting in enough, they haven't been putting in enough. Maybe it's equally reciprocated. So for those of you, you realize that your person has not been putting in enough. There's not enough attraction. It's attraction, but it's no stability. So you may release this person. For those of you that feel like, okay, I haven't been giving them fair share and fair gain. This is the one. I need to be loyal to my person. And some of you will start to show a little bit more attention to your person and try to build with your person. Current energy is the Ten of Wands. Now this is coming out of, for some of you, like rough times, rough waters, rough emotions, passions with the person. Some of you may have decided you wanted to release yourself from this because it's been a battle. So some of you, I feel like a lot of you, not a lot, but a great number of you zodiacs, this will be a time in this retrograde of going back to fix something or going back to release something, right? We're going to go back and get what I am desired, what I'm owed, or I'm releasing you to move on to go and get what I'm desired, what I'm owed, okay? The outcome to this is beautiful, the Four of Wands. This is about your happiness. Arbitrarily, this is just about your happiness. I want to be happy. So a lot of you, and the outcome is the Five of Cups. A lot of you are not happy. So again, I feel like I'm talking to two groups here. A group that has been in a relationship and you've just been status quo. You've been status quo. So in this retrograde, when we're talking about how we relate to one, how one relates to us, how one is treated, how one treats us, how one shows a sense of appreciation, love, respect, and all that. I can go on and on and on. But how one treats us and how we treat that other person, this is a time to make it right. So some of you are either going back to release someone that has not given you fair gain, that has not truly been there for you, treated you with respect, love, and loyalty, appreciation. This person has not been there for you the way you wanted them to be there for you. So you may be separating yourself from that. You may be releasing yourself from that. Okay, in order to move on and go and get what you really desire, right? Because what did I say? Let things come and go and stay calm. Don't let anything disturb your peace, okay? And carry on. So some of you are cutting away something that's just, it's just has not worked out. And you realize, okay, you have not given me what I need for the last 6 years, 6 months, 6 days, since the month of June, since 2016 or 2006. And you may decide to cut ties with that energy, right? For some of you, since 2004, the last 4 months, 4 years, and maybe even the month of April was awakening for you this month. The month of April might have been, because I'm reading this in April, but this is talking about Venus going retrograde. You may realize the importance of this person, and it may have overwhelmed you with emotion, and now you're ready to say, okay, I got to do right by this person. Maybe I haven't given my all to this person. Maybe I haven't been faithful, committed to this person, but now I'm willing to put in the work with this person. So I feel like I have two different types of energies here. And we're going to clarify both sides, both persons, both parties, okay? So this is for the one that's leaving. Top card, for one staying, bottom card. Venus in retrograde. I definitely feel like this is a good time for you to clean up your emotions, clean up your emotions. Figure out, the one that's going, it's like, it's just too much. It's too much. Five of Cups is coming out twice. So some of you may have realized that someone you've given your love to, your heart to, it's not going anywhere. So you may decide in this time to release yourself from that energy, okay? The ones that stay in, it's like you're going to put in the effort to try to rebuild a relationship with this person, restore a relationship with this person, figuring out how to rebalance the relationship with this person. How can you and this person invest in one another and truly build something great during this time? So self-reflection, some of you may have, you may want to see what sign is in the sign of Venus in your natal chart. So if you've done your natal chart, if you have, what degrees is what sign, zodiac sign is in the sign of Venus for you. Like for me, I want to say it is Libra. For me, it's Libra. So I would make sure that for the month of May, particularly May through June, I want to listen to the ratings to see what's coming up in love for me and really pay attention to this. I talked about journaling with JE on some of my readings, and if you're interested in journaling with JE, let's start to journal. So there's times when I may say pull out that journal and journal a message. It's the reason why I'm saying that. I feel like Spirit is telling me to tell you. So some of you may want to journal with JE. I talked about journaling your dreams on one of my videos. I talked about it's a time to journal your dreams. There's a lot of messages that are being downloaded from dreaming. And a lot of times, how we have a dream and we wake up like, what the world was that about? But you can't remember. You're trying to put pieces together. And if you let days go by, you've forgotten a lot of the more intricate messages, as well as important messages about that dream. So it's important when you get up, you give God thanks, and then you start jotting down what that dream was so that you can remember, because there's something that's manifesting for you about that dream. So definitely I want us to start journaling with JE. We're going to talk more about that in the month to come, or sometime in May or June. We'll talk more about that. But when I mention this zodiacs, make sure you get out that journal and you journal, okay? So with this retrograde, I'm going to say journal. If you know your natal chart, and if you don't know your natal chart, you would need to get your birth certificate, and your birth certificate needs to have the time on it, okay? If you don't, there are some sites on Google. If you Google free natal chart and you put in the information that it's requesting, it will give you your natal chart, and it'll tell you where some of the natal chart tells you where your houses, what houses you your signs represent for you. It'll kind of give you that breakdown, okay? Also, for the planets Jupiter, Mars, Pluto, and all of that, what degrees your certain signs that represent you, what energies or what degrees you represent in that natal chart. So it's really interesting. Hopefully I said that right, but it's very interesting. So I know for me, Venus, my sign is the sign of Libra in Venus. So I want to make sure in May and in the month of June, since we're going to be in retrograde May 13th through June 25th, I want to make sure that I listen to a lot of the love messages pertaining to love, pertaining to relationships, because this is the time that I want to make sure that I can be my best self, my authentic self. If there's things that I need to change about me in order to receive love, attract love, give love, I want to make sure that I'm doing it. So I would suggest that you journal. If you one that follows me, journal during that time, okay? And also, if spirit downloads messages to you, journal, okay? So that's that thing. But yes, I see where some of you will be releasing someone during this time, because it's just, you put too much time in it, too much energy, too much emotion, and it's just not going anywhere. And I see where another group of you will start to pay your person more attention. You're going to commit to this person. You're going to show more love to this person, more commitment. Some of you are ready to be more serious about love, okay? Definitely, I feel like you're ready to be more serious about love. But to close this, it says, let things come and go. Stay calm. Don't let anything disturb your peace. Carry on, okay? So let things in your life come that's supposed to come. Things that are supposed to go, don't try to hold on to it. This is a time for you to cleanse that energy. Don't let anything disturb your peace, and carry on. I love that. I love that. So I appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I may pull a card around this energy again during the month of May, during the readings and the love messages. I may do this. So if you haven't subscribed to that channel, make sure you have Essence of Love. It is in the description box of this video. I may share this video. I think I am going to share it on both channels, guys. So until next time, be safe, stay safe, and take care.